book of 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 15. And I will very gladly spend and be spent for you. Though the more abundantly I love you, the less I be loved. Okay, first and foremost, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kahagwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the items that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And the lesson today is going to basically be distributing that proper help unto thy neighbor. But we got to keep in mind that we don't handicap them. All right? And this epistle will be unto pretty much every brother, all right, concerning the spiritual administrations in the body, all right, that we distribute to one another through equality, all right, and just pretty much just giving insight on it, you know, more or less, all right, exhorting brothers to who are in a position to help, in a position to do good, all right, that they do it with favor from the Most High, all right, understanding that the Lord have put it in your spirit to distribute that which is righteous unto a man. You see? But for the most part, we got to keep in mind, all right, helping a man can hurt a man, right? Because there's a balance in everything that we do, and a false balance, all right, according to Proverbs, 11? And a false balance is abomination to the Lord, okay? So even in balance, okay, we have to make sure that whether that be we're helping a man with studying, with it, you know, whatever it may be, all right, personal matters, money, you know, whatever you can think of and where you can assist your brother, all right, or be of some assistance in any way, all right, that the scriptures require us to be, we have to make sure, all right, we doing it in balance, that we not over giving, all right, that we not under giving, okay, you know, to undertake all the necessities of the saints, because there are necessities, all right, that we have to serve unto, okay, and be unto our brothers. You know, we have to according to the law, the second commandment, all right, these things are done a commandment. But Paul give us advice, all right, that we don't fall into the same when we would basically serve our neighbors, all right, or we don't become less than what you know what we have established and been, okay, that we, you know, because we supposed to supply, and our brother's supposed to supply back, all right, so it has to be an equality, which I'm gonna get that. But there's we can do the right thing the wrong way. Yes, we can do the right thing the wrong way, all right. Let's prove that. This Sirach 29 and 20. It says, help thy neighbor according to thy power, and beware that thou thyself fall not into the same. So if there's if you're getting your brother out of a ditch, okay, if you're getting him out of a ditch or a deep pit, we have to be careful that we have our stability at the top of the pit, all right, and that we have a sturdy foundation that we can bear the weight of our brother when we pulling him up out of the hole, man. You see? Because if both of us fall in the hole, then who would then have help? You see? Because if it's just you and your brother, or just you and your Hawashai, you got to put wisdom towards the way you helping them, man. You don't just want to help your Hawashai, all right? And then you're not paying attention to how you helping them. You want to give great caution towards, saving your brother, man. you know, even in hearing you, you know, that's a particular way, a great example, okay, of saving your brother. All right. Let's see if I can get that. Yup. It's 1 Timothy 4:16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. All right. And the doctrine teaches us what to do. All right. It says, if he that standeth take heed, lest he fall. So we're standing on the foundation and the fundamentals of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai through the doctrine of life. All right. If we don't take heed to life, then we, you know, there's surely death present. All right. It says, and continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. So our brothers are they who we, you know, exchange information with, right? Change this word of life with. Okay, so we have to be careful how we distributing life, man. Or trying to save one life or winning souls, right? We got to do it to the according to the way wisdom have entailed us to do. Very particular detailed, all right, on the way that we supposed to continue to deal with our brothers. All right, and everything is in the scripture. So you don't have to create a newfound way of dealing with your brother, man, or helping your brother. Okay? Everything is in the way of helping them with money. There's a law. There's a foundation on it, man. All right? With admonishment, with exhortation, okay? With teaching. All right? There's even accounts where Paul gave his because he was put in entrusted with the doctrine of the Lord. All right, he gave his advice, which I'm gonna get that. Matter of fact, I'll get it now. Spirit had me get it now. I'm going to get it now. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 8, and I'm gonna be in here because Paul is giving us godly wisdom on how to exert ourselves. All right, without ultimately not having enough in the tank to continue ourselves in things that we ought to do, or our own ministrations, right? So when you distribute to the you know, a weaker vessel, or bestow a more abundant honor on that vessel or man that need help, because at the time, whatever man need help, he's a weaker vessel at that time, whether he's a strong man or not. He's in a moment of weakness, all right, and he need what? He need assistance. He need a helping hand, okay? But again, you got to know how to strike hands or close hands with a man, right? And, you know, both men grab firm into that handshake, man, all right, that you both may have strength into it, whether the one pulling the other up or not, all right? Because the one you grabbing out of the pit, he also need to have a strong hold, all right, that he don't slip away as well. Or what? Not too strong or over strong to where he pull you in a hole as well. So it has to be a what? A great balance, you know? This is 2 Corinthians 8. Let me see. I'm gonna read 2. It says, I'm gonna start at 1. Moreover, brethren, we do you to wit of the grace of our power bestowed into the churches of Macedonia, how that in a great trial of affliction, the abundance of their joy in their deep poverty abounded into the riches of their liberty. For their power I bear you record, yea, and beyond their power they were willing of themselves, man. All right, now. See. Yeah, having that strength within yourself. Because when a brother help you, okay, a brother can only extend, all right, so far. And then the rest is up to you. Okay? If you got to meet a brother in the middle with something, hey, meet the brother. And you know, sometimes brother will go twain, go a little bit more. Hey, you know, even more. Get here You know, and it's even more help. That's a godly extension from the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? From your brother. But there has to be a learning curve, all right, and the discipline, you know, brothers are extending. All right? Or the help brothers extending. There's a learning curve within it, all right, that you have to take advantage of. Meaning what? That you have to not be put into a disadvantage, which is a handicap, but take advantage of it. Not of the brother, but of the opportunity that the Lord has presented through the brother. You see? I'm going to jump to verse 7. It says, therefore, as ye abound in everything, in faith, in utterance, in knowledge, and in diligence, and in your love to us, see that ye abound in this grace also. I speak not by commandment, okay, but by occasion of the forwardness of others, and to prove the sincerity of your love. Because the way we forward one another, it proves our love unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. All right? Put our brothers before us in times. All right? We there. You know, we always on the clock. Brothers not perfect. All right? But brothers have a commandment towards their brother, man. To continue to forward them, man. Right? Matter of fact, this 9 heavy. For ye know the grace of our power, the Mashiach Yahushua, that though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor, that ye through poverty might be rich. So, as I started off, we will well be spent and spent for you, but do we become more or less loved the more further we go? All right? The more further a man meets you is the less shorter distance you have to travel. So it's a benefit for you. You know? And that man that's going further, the Lord gave him the spirit to extend himself further. All right? That it may be what? A balance in the middle, man. That he may bring you back up to speed. You see? Being the man Godspeed ain't just saluting him. All right? That's being able to tarry with him when he miscarrying. All right? Continue to show him how to feel the Lord. All right? Godspeed is a plethora of things, man. Okay? To keep the man in the fashions of understanding, you know, his role in which he gotta constantly discipline himself and sacrifices. All right, all these things is part of being a man Godspeed, man. Okay. It says, and herein I give my advice, for this is expedient for you who have begun before, not only to do, but also to be forward a year ago. Now, therefore, perform the doing of it, that as there was a readiness to will, so there may be a performance also out of that which ye have, man. For if there be first a willing mind, it is accepted according to a man had, and not according to that he had not, man. All right? For I mean not that others men be eased and ye be burdened. All right? So that's a vice versa. Okay? But here we go. This is the point. But by an equality, that now at this time your abundance may be a supply for their want, and their abundance also may be a supply for your want. That there may be equality, man. Right? So, again, when you're helping your neighbor, there has to be a level of equality, all right, that he has to come perform his part also, man. Right? Equality, equity, fairness. Yeah. Equity, man. Okay? So there have to be a level of fairness, even though a man in a low estate, at the moment we all fall, all right, or at a low degree, which we're all, the rich sit in low places. So the rich are there, that rich in spirit sitting in a low place. So as we all in this low place, Should we look upon a brother with disdain or be like, well, you lording me right now? How? All right? If you with your brother, that means you're poor. You live next door to your brother, or you take house in the tabernacle with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you are poor like him, man. All right? So there ain't no one is greater than the other, man. We live in the same house and we all working for the same penny. You know? Remember, we're all spending to be spent with one another, all right? This a rock. 34 and 23. When one build it and another pull it down, what profit have they then but labor? So when, you know, we are pulling a man out of a lower estate, or we ourselves are getting pulled out of a lower estate, all right, the man that's doing it, all right, if we don't be on the same page, all right, then it's for naught, okay? So whatever that man or you agreed on, he got to come with his portion, all right, and then you make sure you stand good, all right, on what you have to do, all right, that there may be a equalizer, man, all right, that benefits both of you brothers, because when we elated, all right, to have the opportunity to help a brother, you should be ready to get on that, man, all right. It adds to your spiritual bank account. What you think about, you know? Oh yeah, let's go, right? Because you're gonna need that same help, and then the Lord gonna repay you in gold. He gonna have a brother come do, you know, exactly what you did, you know, or even more, you know. Let me get over real quick. Yeah, so we handling matters, all right. We gotta handle them right. So let me prove that. It's Proverbs. I ain't gonna go that much further, because I mean, shit, you know, Jay could go all day. All right. It's Proverbs 16, one of my favorites, and 20. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good. Okay? And whoso trusting in the Lord, happy is he. So these matters that we handling with our brother, it has to be done wisely, man. Right? Let me get oldie but goodie, straight to the point, right? Psalms 112, right, and 5. And it reads, a good man showeth favor, right, and lending, okay? So when you lending, all right, they ain't say lending what? It ain't just money, all right? Lending is helping with the favor and spirit of the Lord. He will guide his affairs with discretion, all right? So he gonna use his wisdom and insight when he's helping a brother, all right, that he don't fall into the same, and he don't be able to pull his brother out of that hole also, man. You see? So you both applying each other one, okay? Because if you want the brother to get out of the situation, all right, that brother has to get out of the situation. And that's how you resolve the solution. Because we solutionists anyways, man. All right? There's a solution for everything. Okay? This is 2 Corinthians 6 and 12. I'm going to get this in ESV, right? Yeah, let me get that. I'm going to read it in the KJV first. It says, ye are not straitened in us, but ye are straitened in your own vows. Let me get this real quick in the ESV. Ye are not restricted by us, but you are restricted in your own affection. So again, if the things that's holding you back, all right, if a brother helping you, and you basically destruction unto yourself, then you destroy your brother, man. All right? You be him of an unthankful mind, right? You be him of an unthankful. Yeah, verse Sirach 29:17, and he that is of an unthankful mind will leave him in danger that delivered him. So, because you're not gonna come out of the state that you're in, and then, you know, you once your brother have gone too far, it's almost scripture too to say, let him go as a bird that is left out of her nest. All right, you gotta let a brother go. If he don't want you to help him, that's ungodly, man. A brother that want to dwell in the state that he in and don't want you to help him or don't benefit from your help, all right, then now that's showing ungodliness, man. All right, because for one, you're taking advantage of your brother, and secondly, man, you know you ain't examining yourself, and you being evil unto yourself, man. All right, so even when brothers is helping brothers, you know, there has to be a level of respect, man. You know, don't handicap Jake. Keep him to a disadvantage, man. Because if we're all in the body and the brother at a standstill disadvantage, what that does to us, man, it makes the body strenuous, man. All right, and then that part of the body, all right, begins to affect the whole body. So let's be solution based. All right, and so understanding how we need to accomplish the solution. So I don't want to wrap this out. Was that a fine, man? Next time I say shalom.